and welcome back. Well, it's wedding week on the Morning Blend, so today we're cooking with Thunder Bay to make some great appetizers for your special event. You know, when there's a wedding, there are many occasions to gather and eat with family and friends. There's the reception, the rehearsal dinner, and perhaps even a shower or two.
Yeah, well, Mike Stigler is back because in addition to having a great restaurant, they also have an incredible banquet service, which is perfect for a wedding or for a rehearsal dinner, too. Thank you so much for joining us during wedding week. We appreciate having you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to have the opportunity to be here and talk about some of the things that we can do to help accommodate people for their weddings.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with this fantastic appetizer that you brought for us, because this is actually something that's delicious if you visit Thunder Bay, or you could do it probably for catering a special event. People could also do this at home as well.
Definitely, yeah, all those things. I mean, this is on our tapas menu, available at lunch and dinner, and it's also an item that we serve frequently for weddings, for showers, for other large banquets, because it's nice to serve on a platter. So what we're putting together here are Tuna Crostinis, and what we start off with here is some French bread that's been toasted, which we like to call crostinis, and then we're going to go ahead and line these with a little bit of wasabi cream. Now, this is just a little bit of sour cream that has some wasabi mixed into it with a little bit of half and half just to kind of thin it out. Okay. So from there, what we're going to do is we have some nicely seared rare tuna that you can see here. This has a little bit of Cajun seasoning on it to give it a little bit of spice. Seared nice and rare all the way around. You can see the way it's nicely and evenly seared all the way like that, left nice and red in the middle like that. And then from that, we're going to go ahead and build that onto our crostinis. So we're going to lay down a nice piece of rare tuna on top of each one of our crostinis, like so.
Perfect little sizes, too.
Yeah, it is. The nice thing about this in a wedding-type environment is that it's finger food. So, I mean, you can pick it up, eat it as you walk around, and really enjoy it that way. And it's not something that you have to sit down and eat with a knife and a fork.
Yeah, exactly.
So then from there, we're going to build this up with a little bit of shredded radish. Now, the radish is going to lend sort of a peppery bite to the dish, as well as giving it a little bit of texture. And also, obviously, some nice color, which is something that people want to have during a wedding type event. They want to have something that's visually going to have a little bit of pop to it, and this definitely fits the bill for that. And then we're going to finish it off with just a little bit of chopped green onion on the top of there. Once again, kind of adding a little bit of color and also adding a little bit of bite that complements the bite of the radish nicely and helps to kind of pump up the flavor of that tuna, which is a really mild fish.
I'm going to go ahead and taste this because it looks fantastic. And the bread is kind of crusty, too, right?
Yeah, the bread is crostini, hence the name. It's crusty crostini bread, yeah. And we have rooms that can accommodate anywhere from, you know, the lowest number all the way up to almost 150 people. We can actually be your one-stop shop for all your wedding needs. We can get a hold of dance floors for you. We can book DJs, and we've even had people get married right in our restaurant. We have a nice patio area outside where people have gotten married before. You can come on inside in case the weather turns bad on you. I mean, we have a lot of different ways that we can accommodate you out there.
That's neat. So not only then can you have like passable appetizers, but you can do an entire dinner meal for a wedding couple.
Yes, definitely. We can either do a plated up type of dinner where we would plate each item individually and bring it out and set it down at the table. If you wanted to go a little bit more casual, we could do a buffet style dinner where we put all the items out in really nice looking chafing dishes and the guests can kind of come up and help themselves.
Can you get the same kind of items in both those options? Pretty
much, yeah. We try to keep the steaks more or less just for the plated up because they don't really hold that well in the chafing dish, but we have items that are comparable to it, such as sliced roast beef. We can do carved prime. We can do carved tenderloin. We can do salmon. You know, we can do pretty much anything that you decide that you want. You know, we can accommodate you.
So how does it work for someone planning a wedding? Say that they don't know what type of meal they want to serve, or if they want to do a buffet or a sit-down dinner. How did they go about talking to someone at Thunder Bay and planning that?
Well, the first thing you would want to do would be to contact the restaurant and ask to speak to one of our front-of-the-house executives. Tracy is the main one who is in charge of our banquets. She was actually on the show with me before.
Yeah, I remember.
And you can arrange a meeting where you can come in and sit down with Tracy or one of the other executives, and they can go through all the different items that we have available, the different spaces that we have available, as well as the different services that we have available. And if you're so inclined where you want to try some of the food first, I'd be more than happy to even do a little tasting with you where you can come in and try a little bit of things and kind of help that to guide your decision as far as what you want to have.
That's nice. How about the desserts?
The desserts, boy, I tell you, we make sheet cakes out there at Thunder Bay. We do creme brulees, we do carrot cakes, we do cheesecakes, we do all kinds of different desserts, and that would definitely be something that we could do. We don't really wade into the sea of wedding cakes because that's a whole different, the cake boss I'm not, but we definitely do have a lot of options for desserts to accommodate you as well.
You mentioned different spaces and rooms. How does that work? It probably depends on how many people that you have, because you have a lot of options out there.
Definitely. We have one room that seats up to 75 people, and we have another room that goes up to 150 people.
Wow.
And there's curtains between different rooms where we can shut off smaller areas if you only have a group of 15, 20 people for a rehearsal dinner or something like that. Whereas if you have, a large group, we can, reserve a whole room for you. It depends on your needs, really.
And you have a fantastic brunch. I think that is such a fun meal to share with people after a wedding. A lot of people coming in from out of town. They could visit you the day after the wedding and have a great brunch.
Definitely. For gift openings, we've had people come out there and do that, and you can reserve a room, bring in all your gifts, and open them up right there while you're munching on things like blueberry muffins, omelets made to order. We have French toast. We have waffles. We have all sorts of different dinner entrees out there, from ham and beef and chicken. Our entire produce bar is included with fresh fruit, vegetables, lighter options. Obviously, we have cakes and pies and desserts. It's a wide array of things, and we serve from 10 to 2 on Sundays for our brunch, so that way if you overdo it a little bit on the wedding night, you can sleep in, come on out for a brunch and relax and open up your gifts and enjoy some delicious food.
Great idea. Well, here's the information so you can head out to Thunder Bay or make your reservation for your wedding, your brunch, all of it, reception, whatever you want there at Thunder Bay in Pewaukee. 262-523-4244 is the phone number, or thunderbaygrill.com is the website. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it.
All right.